All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Let's get ready to go live. Live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Just checking the feedback loop, everybody, making sure that we're dialed in. Not sure if I can be heard or not. Got to double check it. You can let me know in the ideas box. Yeah, looking good. Just chime in. Make sure you guys hit those like buttons. Yeah, I think we're looking good tonight. I think we're doing all right. Hope y'all good looking sexy people are doing all right out there in Happy Land. Getting ready to rumble. Getting ready to go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got an eye on the chitter chat box, guys. You can see I'm clicking on comments. So if you got anything to say it now. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Frank Monday says, all right, just about showtime. Good magic. If you are out there in the chitter chatter box, make sure you guys keep it squeaky clean. One way to do that is to pick up the 5-pound box of wishy-washy dish soap over at Thompson's 5 and Dime for $4.99. Comes with a complimentary wishy-washy washcloth. You might want to get a 5-pound box for yourself or a lover. Hell, get one for a friend. Buy one for a neighbor. Be a good neighbor. Good looking out. Appreciate y'all being here. We have got visitors in the chitter chatter box. Good to see you tonight. Set Zombie. Z Moib. Looks like zombie to me. Set. I hope you're doing all right out there in Happy Land tonight. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission, Frank Monday, your host for the hour, broadcasting to you live from the central kingdom of the celestial dragon, Twilight Zone, Old Peking, Grand Wizard, self-appointed of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Working on my 100-day challenge, guys. Yeah, it's a big one. Join me if you care to. If a challenge is something up your avenue, you can check it out. You can find out more information at buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Put a little something in the tip jar. That'll put the pep in my step, the jelly in my donut, the groove in my jive, and all that happy horse shit that makes YouTube's algobots bark like Pavlov's dog. Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Y'all good looking sexy people, you know how to do it. You touch it, you rub it, you poke at it, you twist it, caress it, squeeze it, hug it, lick it. Fuck, go ahead and give it a little kiss. A little kiss on the like button, y'all. That'll get it done. That'll get it done because it's good fun. So we're going live once again like Finnegan. If you've got a yen to expand your kin, then come and get zen with Frank Monday. On another one. Yeah, it's going to be good magic, guys, tonight. I got some stuff planned. I want to do a little poetry reading and some other thing. So make sure you do check me out at Buy Me a Coffee, y'all. I'm going to open up the show tonight with the adoration of Abraxas. So if you know it, say it with me. A little prayer to the Almighty. Make sure I keep an eye on that chitter chat box. Make sure you guys are keeping it squeaky clean out there in Happy Land tonight. Once again, holy art thou, Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, creator of heaven and earth, maker of all things visible and invisible, master of both the light and the darkness, he who was, is, and shall be. We adore thee and we invoke thee. Send us one of your divine spiritual agents, our holy guardian angel, to protect and guide us through the innumerable snares of the earthly sphere, and a cleansing wind to disperse all negativity and endless human opinion. Teach us those secret things which we must know for the completion of the great work and the glory of thine ineffable name. Adonai, right? So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Amen. Amen Ra. Hail unto thee who art Ra in thy rising, even unto thee who art Ra in thy strength, who travellest over the heavens at the uprising of the sun. Tahuti standeth in his splendor at the prow, and Ra-Hor abideth at the helm. Hail unto thee from the abodes of twilight. Remember, O neophyte, goodness alone is power, silence is strength, will regaineth omnipotence, and love lieth at the foundation, because love is the law, love under will, and do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Ad astra prosperum. I'm going to go ahead and let Israel Ragardi, Sir Francis Israel Ragardi, guide us through the invocation of Tahuti one time. If you know it, try to keep up. With no further ado, welcome to the stage, everyone. Israel Ragardi and the invocation of Thoth.
Invocation of Thoth. Procul, o procul esti profani, par lasti ompeda. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom-crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy nemes as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advancing onwards the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance wherein Ptah floateth over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. I raise that flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountains, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Heph-Ra, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tamu, Lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is the sanctuary of truth, and a guard sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of the tar when he createth his works. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, or light, or power. So, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, descending, changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless Godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God the vast one may be obedient unto me.
So it is commanded and confirmed, so mote it be. Amen. All right, yeah, that's good magic right there. I like it a lot. We got a new tarot deck to get into today, guys. This is the Darkwood Tarot from Sasha Graham. Good looking deck, I think. I don't know about printing quality from the shop, but I'm hoping it's a nice deck, right? I got my glasses so I can read. I got a little light bulb over there to save the eyes for you good looking sexy people out in Happy Land. Let's see what we got here. Darkwood Tarot, Sasha Graham, art by Abigail Larson. Nice. Entering the wood is easy. Leaving is a different matter. That sounds a little bit spooky, huh? I will remind you, Wayfarer, that I am your Grand Wizard of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Before we begin, a short prayer. All hail the Father Dagon. All hail the Mother Hydra Astarte. The stars align. The shining trapezohedron emerges, and Cthulhu is risen. So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Amen. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Dare to enter Darkwood and discover your shadow self with this enthralling Rider Waite Smith style deck. Okay, good. So it's based on the Rider Waite Smith. It means we're going to have familiar iconography. So it should be lovely, right? As you take on the role of witch, wizard, or sorcerer traversing the wood, each magnificent card becomes a vision of deep wisdom that guides you to a richer understanding of yourself and others. Examine secret desires and shadowy dreams. Explore the unknown recesses of your psyche. This captivating deck and full color companion book leads you through the darkness into the light that reflects your hidden talents and personal power. Yeah, sounds good. Includes a 78 card deck and a companion booklet. So we shall see. We do have someone at the door right now, guys. So give me just a second. I got to go answer that. I don't know if my kids will answer the door or not. So I might have to go do that myself. Real quick, I'll throw on a quick song, like 2 to 3 minute song, and then I'll come right back. They had ordered some stuff and they're not always super attentive in answering the door, so as long as that fucking doorbell's ringing, I need to go check that shit out. Let me see here. What have we got? I think this ad for the Machine Lies will be perfect for me to go check the door real quick. Back in a flash, guys. Back in a flash.
Of the machine on the machine that lies. Basically, on the stream, The Machine Lies, we're taking a very critical look at technology. So the reason we're doing that is because we're looking at the medium that is used to communicate, right, and transmit information, right? We don't think that any form of mediation is neutral, right, but it's laden with values. And so I think that the well has been polluted by technology. So obviously we take a critical look at technology, right? Okay, we're looking at different concepts in relation to technology, right? In terms of philosophy, right? And in terms of religion. Now, that is one of the main purposes of the show, is that we really look at where technology and religion, science, and spirituality, where those things intersect, right? Because there's a crisis of the modern world in which there's a majority of the modern world is religious people. Their mindset is secular, and the means they employ are secular. We're living in a post-liberal, post-human, post-geological age, right? So we're talking about the death of liberalism, the rise of the world technological system. Now, we do think that, okay, there's a considerable level of externalization of the ego, okay, and mediation of ourselves through the means we employ. So obviously, we shape tools, but the tools we use shape us, right? So that's one of the main things we're trying to get across on the show, is how technology changes human psychology. If you question the means you employ and what the objective factors of power are in our age, right, then that's the most important question you can ask. Right, that's the most critical stance you could actually take, right? Like, most people don't question, how or what means they use to question, to ask the question itself, right? So we're actually taking a critical look at technology, right, as a primary form of communication, as an objective factor of power in our age, right? And we think that basically we're assuming that a lot of the stuff that we see through this medium is totally made up, right, fabricated, and that is based on the fact that it is artifice. It's produced by a machine, right? So we talk about the lies of the machine on the machine that lies. So we talk about...
That's right. We talk about the lies of the machine on the machine that lies. Like that a lot, man. That is TML, Master Kong, Wizard, Warrior, Wanderer, and Wayfarer. That's not the right one. Where the hell is it at? All right, there it is there. You can check him out on YouTube. The Machine Lies 9534. Make sure you put the numbers in correctly or it's going to send you to the wrong motherfucking place. He goes by his acronym TML, his initials from time to time. So definitely tell him Frank Monday sent you. If you don't, I'm going to send the vampire Helen after you to stalk you down and drink your blood. She's one of those old vampires of Jacob Hill. So what's it called? I forget the name of the song. Doesn't matter. Yes, it does, but I'll look it up. and we'll listen to it one more time. New Holland, Namira's doing well out in Happy Land. Fools and Tools, good to see you. Much love. Good looking out. Appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, I wanted to get into a new tarot deck. I got my tarot deck ready. We done read the blurb on the back. Got my knife out. Psha! I'm going to cut into the motherfucker. Let's check it out. See if we can get a little ASMR. Don't need to cut my own eye out. Let's get into that. Fucking plastic. Get the plastic off, baby. It's like tearing into a goddamn Christmas gift on Halloween. Oh, yeah. There it is there. Can you see it? Let's get the deck out of there. A lot of times it says it comes with a booklet, but this printing here in China, since it's like bootleg, it doesn't actually have a booklet with it. Look at that. No booklet. Cheap ass motherfuckers. You ain't gonna download the PDF and print off the booklet one time. That shit ain't cute. All right, there's the back of the cards, man. There's the face. Or the rear, the signature. It's kind of nice. What do you think about that? Green and yellow. Frank Monday colors. Let me have a closer look at what that is. I got my glasses right here. Got them on a fucking chain so I don't lose them. Gonna be a gold chain. Printing quality seems fairly cheap. Super thin cardstock. I guess that's all right. I'd prefer a thicker cardstock. Ooh, I like that. It's like a horned Baphomet mask with a bat underneath it. And it says DW, I guess, in 2 directions. Darkwood. Darkwood Tarot, guys, by Sasha Graham. Art by Abigail Larson. Very good. Ace of Pentacles. Wow, beautiful garden with pumpkins. A crystal sphere in a hand. A pentacle, as it were. With creeping, twisting branches. Vine-like articulations coming out over almost vampiric skeletal hand. Oh, have a look. Very cool. Very cool. I like that a lot. I like all the new tarot decks I've got, man. I've waited a long time to buy myself some tarot decks. But once I started buying them, man, I just went hog wild. I got about 15 to 20 new decks now. I've bought pretty much everything on the websites that look like I would like it. Like it would be right up my alley. Ooh, look at that scary tree for the 2 of Pentacles. Very eerie. Happy Halloween, everyone. What a treat. What a thing. Some swirling pentacles. Almost like ghost lights, right? Will-o-wisps leading you off into the distance. Ooh. The 4 here. Yeah, very Rider-Waite-esque, right? This animated treant. Just like the 4 of Pentacles. Very cool. There's the 5. Yeah, good stuff on the 5. I like that. It kind of doesn't have the same desperation or dark theme as the 5 from the A. White deck. But still cool. I like it. This is right up my alley right here, man. They took that straight out of my mind. The Wizard with 2 kneeling maidens. That's one of my pieces of art from about 30 years ago, man. I've been drawing that same scene my whole life right there. Not with the devil, but with the Wizard. Oh, another good one. Very nice. 7 of Pentacles, the Grim Reaper, the maiden asleep in the pumpkin patch. Yeah, these are gorgeous, man. I like this art style. I like that it's all kind of Halloween related too, right? 8 of Pentacles, dancing maiden looking up to the tree. Gorgeous. What a thing, huh? Oh, the nine's especially stimulating with those bat wings. It's almost like a succubus, huh? Get a closer look at her. Gonna have to put on my reading glasses. Get up close and personal. Yeah, she's got one leg down and the other leg's kind of lifted up and back behind her. Very provocative. She's looking away from the camera and down to her left. Nice. Hollowed out tree moaning in the wind. Skeletal trees. Dank sod beckoning you back to the grave, wayfarer. After we get through these guys, we're going to do a couple of readings of some Lovecraft poems. Halloween in a Suburb by Howard Phillips Lovecraft. And then we're going to read his poem Nemesis with some Frank Monday additions. Perhaps I might show you guys. I wrote a couple of poems based on Lovecraft's Nemesis. I really like the canter of Nemesis. I think it's like an AABBA type pace. Ooh, I like that. I like that Ace of Swords. Very simple. I like the crown. It's missing a few of the Rider White elements, but they did the artist Abigail Larson. She did a really good job on the cloud and the mountain and capturing the essence of the thing, right? The spirit of the thing. Definitely. These are nice, yeah. Same general thematic and stylistic elements, or same thematic elements, content, symbolism, but done in a unique style, right? What would you even call this genre? It's almost like a kind of anime, yeah, but more of like a hyper realistic anime. I always find anime a little off-putting with like the giant eyes. But this is very close to real. Very close to real. Especially if it was a maiden out there with some dance training, right? She would point her toes like that and arch her back. The elegance of art, guys, it aspires towards the perfection of beauty in life. And it really is an important thing, you know. Maintain good posture in the world and poise, canter, good discourse, amiable discourse with your fellow compatriots and cohorts, those with you along the way. What did a great man once said, a great wise sage, might have been a woman, right? Remember, language is inherently gender biased, but you can overcome that with a spirit of equanimity. You don't have to fall into the trap of gender bias in language. When we say man, we mean human. And when you got to distinguish or differentiate, which you don't always have to, then you say woman. Whoa, man. Interesting how they chose carrion birds, birds of prey. Oh, the horses are nice. Very nice yin-yang theme between the two nightmare steeds, like those. 3 cats, and I'm glad that they didn't just exclusively focus on one animal. I always find that a little bit cliche and redundant, right? We've got foxes, we've got cats and horses. What else have we seen? Here's a rabbit. Gorgeous for that old 5 of cups. That makes me want to have a little sippy poo on me ice cold beverage. Quench that dry mouth, man. I'm working hard for you guys out here chitter chatting. And if you are out in the chat box, make sure you hit the thumbs up if you're listening to this either now or then. And check me out on buymeacoffee.com/Frank. I put a little something in the tip jar. I have to get the lead and the pencil. 6 of cups. Ooh, I like this one a lot. I like the sky filled with bats. In fact, I wrote a Chinese poem about bats filling the sky. 蝙蝠满天飞，我在地上追，问君何处去？任我辕门入。Right， 床前明月光，疑是地上霜。猪头望明月，低头思故乡。Ooh, this one with the captured bird, the Nine of Cups. Awesome. Really cool. I like that a lot. No, it's not. It's not Halloween yet. It's the 29th. But I may or may not have time to stream on Halloween. Hopefully on Halloween, I'll be out doing Halloweeny things, right? And not on the fucking internet. But who knows, right? It is All Hallows Eve, right? And in fact, I think there should be 3 Eves in there, right? All Hallows Eve is Halloween, and then All Hallows Eve would be the 30th, and I'm on the 29th. Just about to go into the 30th, though. So, 10 of Cups, very nice. I'll look through a few of these on my own, and then I'll go through the major arcana with you guys. Anybody out there gonna need a little card? Ooh, the King of Cups is really nice. Very cool. Looking right at you, dead on the camera. I wonder if all of the cups are looking straight on. No, they're not. Some are looking away. They followed pretty close to detail. The Two of Wands. What did the One of Wands look like? Oh, yeah, very cool. The 3. Ooh, the 3 is very vampiric. Ooh, wow. I'm not even going to tell you guys. Nice. Very cool. 5 of Wands. Very, very cool. 6, 7, 8. Oh, awesome. 9, 10. Dynamite, man. I like these. I highly recommend these if you're into gothic horror, or if you just like Halloween a lot. You could pick yourself up a Darkwood Tarot, guys. Darkwood Tarot. What a thing. What a gorgeous thing. Never would have been able to get this if I wasn't living the dream, man. Tarot decks aren't cheap, you know. They cost money, man. You got to pay for them. You know, one way you can help old Frank Monday get more tarot decks is by putting a little something in the tip jar. Go ahead and do it now. Get over there. All right, you can find it. The tip jar sits up on the shelf at buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Guys, we are going to get into the major arcana of this deck and go through them with a fine-tooth comb, one by one. And but before we do that, I want to take a 2-minute musical break with one of my favorite songs to preempt all this. You guys know I really enjoy Dweller of the Dark, a young creator here on YouTube. You can find him at Dweller of the Dark, youtube.com, right? I'll just queue up his song and then I'll throw up his station channel. He's been doing a audio recording voiceover of horror short stories. He's done one every day for the month of October, right? So if you're a Halloweeny type and you like the spooky Day of the Dead, when the dead return to haunt us, you'll definitely want to get over there and check his channel out, and I'll queue up a piece of music from him so you have a little foreknowledge, right? So you know what to expect. So you know what you're getting into when you sub up on Dweller of the Dark. And make sure you tell him that Frank Monday sent you, right? That'd be good magic. We'll go with this one, man. It's a really quick one, very short, one of my favorites. God Can't Help the Dead, Dweller of the Dark. It's only 2 minutes long, so stick with me, and we'll be right back to look at the major arcana of the Darkwood Tarot by Sasha Graham and art by Abigail Larson. No further of the ado, God can't save the dead. One time.
Eagles flying high, cats on the prowl, devils in your bed, their whispers so loud, witches on my heels, so they'll steal, running in the dark, truth they conceal, blood on the walls, spattering a sink. God can't help the dead, no time to think. Hounds howl at night, shadows in the light, fear in every breath, eyes wide with fright. Cards dealt by fate, no way to escape. Threads getting tight, can't see the daylight. Blood on the walls, spattering a sink. God can't help the dead, no time to think. Cards dealt by fate, no way to escape. Threads getting tight, can't see the daylight. Blood on the walls, spattering a sink. God can't help the dead, no time to think.
That was Dweller of the Dark, guys. God can't help the dead. Sad, huh? Well, the dead are among us, and you know, once you're there, you're there. Namira says that she would like a little tarot card here in a moment, and Set the zombie is pointing out that we were 33 minutes in when we gave a little shout out to Dweller of the Dark, because he's a squared away dude, right? He knows how to meet on the level and part on the square. Get yourself squared away, guys. Go over there and check him out. www.youtube.com/Dweller of the Dark. Get some good magic done, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because, you know, if not, what are you going to do? You're going to dwell in the commonplace and endure that daily torture of the cliche, never getting nothing done, just looping back and forth, round and round we go. Must we chase our tail again, right? It's kind of a thing. It's sometimes what people do, you know. Like a dog chasing its tail. Old dirty dog. Just like Pavlov's dog, right? So yeah, we're going to get it done. We're going to get into this major arcana one by one. Going to show them to you, reveal the cards as it were. I guess I have to turn my camera back on to do that, Wayfarer. There we are. Welcome back. Having myself JP Farrell. Burn a little tobacco for the spirits before we get into it. You got to appease those spirits, man. Don't be going in empty-handed. Make sure you've got something ready. Let's see, what's the best way to get that? Seems like it's shooting a reflection at me, huh? Yeah. No whiskey, just some watered down German beer, right? Very bland. 3.5 alcohol or something. Basically just drinking slightly fermented grains, liquid bread. So what I'm going to do in order to get a general feel for this deck is I'm going to shuffle these major arcana so they kind of come out as random like, and then I'm going to draw one for the deck, and I'll say my prayer here at the beginning so you guys know. Yeah, I wish I had whiskey, man. I need a good bottle of whiskey. That'd be a fuck of a lot better. A fuck of a lot better. Good on you, Nin Holland, Nimira. I'm glad to hear that, man. I hope you're enjoying that choice. You know, you ain't gonna listen to the haters and the naysayers, right? What do they all say? The world doesn't like a quitter. You're like, fuck all that. I'll quit if I want. All right? I don't have to listen to the world. But that's what they'll tell you. They'll say, hey, man, don't be a quitter. Nobody likes a quitter. And old Nimir is like, motherfucker, I'll do whatever I goddamn please, baby. You tell me to stop, I'll continue. You tell me not to stop, I'm going to give it up. I'm going to give the motherfucker up. They was out there telling him or her, I believe. Don't give up. Don't quit. Never quit. Never give up. So, motherfucker, I'll do what I want. I'm going to do my thing, just swinging my dick, right? Good magic. I can appreciate it. Heaven and earth, divine spirits and ancient masters, your son beseeches thee humbly and sincerely to reveal a single major arcana for my new deck here. What type of deck will it be? Show me the magic. I will accept this whether it shows me good fortune or misfortune. For the Darkwood Halloween deck by Sasha, what was her name? Sasha Graham and Abigail Larson. You know, my first girlfriend was, and I drew the lovers while thinking about her, huh? What a thing. The tarot is unerringly accurate. My first girlfriend, I think I was like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, something like that. She was my girlfriend for like those first years of needing to have a girlfriend. Whenever, you know, in America, you'd come back first, second grade, and your parents would ask, did you find a girlfriend yet? You get a girlfriend this year? Get yourself a girlfriend. They were encouraging us to fucking have girlfriends and get married from the first grade on. Every year, same question. Right after the first couple of weeks of school, maybe the first month. Did you get yourself a girlfriend yet? Get yourself a girlfriend, you'll have a reason to go to school, right? Otherwise, they knew you'd drop out, right? As soon as you figured out that there were other girls outside of school, you could go ahead and drop out. Yeah, the lovers. So this deck's going to be a deck for the lovers. What a thing, huh? A beautiful Darkwood Halloween deck for the lovey-dovey out there. Yeah, this will be a powerful deck that I will reserve for the incantations of love. Whenever I need to cast a love spell, this is the deck I'll turn to. The Lovers is Major Arcana Plate 6, represents the Gemini. It is the key of discrimination, right? The time period is May 21st through June 21st. The Gemini is actually one of my predominant signs in my zodiac. It's not my sun or moon or ascendant, but it is one that's important, and it's a part of how I present myself. Split mercurial energy. You know, sixes represent harmony, cooperation. This one, rather than a devil, it had, wow, it's got kind of a devil, huh? Like a winged death above the lovers. I like the coloration of the lovers too. We've got like this Spaniard, like a French Spaniard with a nice mustache, embracing like a ginger, right? A redheaded. Oh God, and they're eternally interlocked in sexual intercourse as well, within just like some embracing flames as the devil watches on, right? What a great card for carnal lustful lovemaking. What a beautiful thing, man. I hope you're up to game and up to par if you're going to engage in some flowery battle, as we call it. Set says he doesn't like this deck. Well, you know, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one and they all stink, right? You're entitled to your opinion and to like whatever you motherfucking like. I love them, man. I think they're good looking, sexy, delicious. I want to kiss them. Ooh, I think I am going to kiss them. I'm going to fondle them a little bit. Kind of flip through them. Let me show you some of your cards. One of your cards, Set. You devious serpent. You salacious, surreptitious serpent. Seductively slithering at the sidelines. Right, we got the 6 already. We done. We done made our way through that. Let's find the Fool. Maybe change your mind if you see the Fool. Wow, these are beautiful, man. These are fucking right up my alley, man. I like these a lot. Oh, good God. Judgment, so nice. Let me find one of your favorites, the Fool. I can't even see it, man. Did I misplace it already? The Hermit. Oh, a female Hermit, too. Female Star. The Devil. Oh, groovy stuff. Groovy. And kind of a new take on the Devil as well. The Hanged Man, a woman rather. There's a better balance of male and female characters in here. The Emperor. The Emperor's pretty nice. A little bit plain. Yeah, some of it's a little bit oversimplified, but the coloration is all there. Most of it, the coloration is consistent. It's a female Fool. You might not like it, man. This might fucking take the jelly right out of your donut, Set. It might knock your dick in the dirt, right? Who am I to come over where you're working and tell you how to suck dick? Why don't you squeeze the balls a little more? Why don't you lick the tip, right? You got to stroke the shaft. Slap that motherfucker upside your nose. Why don't you stick that dick in your ear, right? I don't do that. I never show up on somebody's work site and tell them what to do. Why don't you lay those tiles a little faster, roof monkey? There it is there. Do you like it? Do you like it? You know what? I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. There it is. I'm sticking it in your face. It's a... God, right when I said that, it sounded like some gal down, like a couple of windows over or something was getting the shaft right up her bunghole. She like kind of squeaked out and then went, And I was like, good God, man. They need to fucking invite me over for a little party time. Old Frank Money would never reject a menage a trois. If nothing else, I come over and watch. Why don't I help out? Not going to show us. Yeah, there's the Fool. It's a female Fool. A nice patchwork robe. Shaft over her shoulder with the magic bag. And rather than just a dog about to step off the precipice, there's both a cat and is that a dog or a fox behind her? It is a fox. It's not a dog at all, in fact. It's a cat and a fox. And she's wearing a nice red corset. Oh, yeah. She looks like a gypsy. I'm going to get in there. First, I'm gonna squeeze that corset a little bit tighter. Then I'm just going to unlace the motherfucker entirely. Get rid of it. Get better access to that belly and breast and those breasts. Right? Stick my nose right in her fucking belly button. Oh yeah. Oh, and she's got a white rose in her left hand, pointing her toe. Kind of big-lipped. Looks like she'd suck the fucking chrome off a bumper. She could suck a goddamn ping pong ball through a plastic straw. I like her. There's your Fool. Set. Oh, you'd like them a little more curvaceous? Yeah, they're kind of model-esque thin. I agree with you. I'm not going to argue with you about that. I'm not going to say all your opinions are fucking asinine and, you know, out the left side of your head. You probably know something about art. I appreciate you. I'm just being facetious. You're right. Every single one of them so far is a little bit too skinny. They're like supermodels, right? We don't need that. Where's the fat chicks? Look at Seth out there. He's like, fat chicks need love too, man. What the fuck? Why don't you give me a plump gal? This girl's anorexic almost, right? The high priestess. But I like how she's got her entire, most of the scroll revealed. Why am I getting such a hardcore reflection? I don't get it. Okay, that's better even. That's better. God, that light was just fucking incorrigible. Did you see that? Okay, there's your high priestess. So we're 3 cards in so far on the major arcana, guys. Little more curvaceous on this temperance angel with a gorgeous tower in the back. I kind of like that. I like the way they did that. Oop, drop the motherfucker. That one's jumping out my hand. Wants to be recognized. Is that better? Yeah, it's looking good. The world, yeah, she's starving to death too. Now, see, if you wouldn't have fucking pointed out the negative, I never would have seen it. I never would have even thought that, Seth. Now that you said that, it's going to be stuck in my mind. Ooh, they've got a lesbian couple for judgment, right? LGBTQ would be LGBTQ, ABCDEFG plus. Going to be really happy about this. Just like ABC, talking about you and me. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Got an Indian snake charmer on the strength card. Cool little twist on the strength card, right? Lust for life. Yeah, good man. The chariot. The chariot's not even a chariot. It's an eagle coming right at you. Gonna claw your eyes out or poop on your face. All right, you got to watch out for birds. Birds shit on people all the time. That's kind of a bird's job. Like hanging out, just waiting and watching. Till some motherfucker comes out looking to do something smart. And then just shit right on his face. The sun's a beautiful young lady on a nightmare steed. They all have a bit of a dark theme to them though, right? The moon. Yeah, the moon's got all the elements. I like the bats in the background. Yeah, is there a reason in particular? Can you give me some specifics? Set. Why, like, is it just you don't like Halloween? You don't like the general theme of the deck? You don't like the coloration? You don't like the figures? What is it? What's wrong with you? You don't like Halloween, motherfucker? If you don't like Halloween, you ain't no friend of mine. Frank Money turns into a devil on Halloween, yo. I like this Empress, like she's holding her belly and she's obviously pregnant. So pregnant potential, fecundity, fertility, ready just to repopulate the earth, man. Only a woman can bring forth new living souls into this world. Oh, you don't okay, that's fine. That's fine. I like this one, how the Grim Reaper, like its rib cage is all exposed at a non-Euclidean angle, right? And there's a child looking on. What a thing. And an angel even falling before Morty, right? Mort, the god of death. Wow, what a thing. What a thing. I'm kind of a Halloween junkie, man. I think about it pretty much all year round. The tower's nice. Good blasted cap. More bats. I like gothic horror, man. There's a couple of figures falling from the tower as well. It's got the lightning. It's got the mountain. The crowned top. Obviously a gothic tower, right? Good looking shit. I think I'm gonna gamble that like 90% of these cards that the figures are female. In fact, it's made by 2 lesbian women. The entire thing might be female. There might not be a single fucking dude in this deck. I wonder if even the pages and knights are men. Let me see. Oh, okay. No, there's some guys. All right. So the pages, the knight and the king are men, and there's a man in the 4. But yeah, this is okay. This is predominantly female imagery all throughout this deck, right? Would you expect anything less from a lesbian couple? I don't think so. Because I looked at this manly looking wizard and thought, but wait a minute, that's a woman as well. That's a woman as well. Yeah. It's still a beautiful card. It's got some runic language on the altar. I like it though. I like it. Ain't nothing wrong with having a almost entirely female deck, I guess. There's the Emperor. Just a solo ram. Trying to get my measurements dialed in. The Wheel of Fortune's got a bunch of gargoyles. Very cool. Little imp-like creatures getting busy, spinning on the wheel. Is there a serpent in there as well? Yeah, there's a serpent. And like a set type creature, right? Set. Have you got a problem with lesbian set? You know, well, just you want bisexual lesbians, right? As long as it's a menage a trois, then we should be okay. Just invite old Frank Monday over to watch you do your lesbian party, and at some point let me get involved, and I think it'd be good. That'd be good magic. I like their devil. They did their homework though, you know. I think it holds pretty close to true on the symbolism. It's missing a lot of the arcane and esoteric occultism, but it's got the general feel. If you're well versed in the A White deck done by Pamela Coleman Smith, then you can certainly appreciate it. If I was to take this deck, I would balance it out with more masculine figures and even more diverse figures, you know. Like I might make the fool a transgendered figure, right? And I would offer a little something up to every part of the community as way of imagery, but I would make it predominantly male and female, and then I would add back in not only all of the standard esoteric arcane imagery, but I would add some of my own impressions and sigils to the various elements, like more direct encoding sigil magic, so that at least for myself, I could have a lot more depth of meaning just from, you know, a slight glance at it. And there you have it, man. That's the whole thing right there. We got the whole gambit. All we have is the Hierophant left. While the Hierophant is got something. I like the Hierophant in this one a lot. That Justice card was kind of nice too. I like how she has those two bound and gagged maidens at the bottom. Looks like my camera broke for a second. Is my camera? Have we still got visual? Yeah, it looks okay. All right. And finally, the Hierophant is like a treant, but there's a lot of elements in this card. A lot of gorgeous imagery. Try to get a little foam on this toilet wash right here. Yeah, good magic, guys. I can dig it. I can dig it. This is a lover's deck, guys, especially for lesbian couples and lesbian files, right? People who appreciate lesbians. I've honestly, like, other than like, I'm not even going to comment too far on it. Nobody needs my fucking opinion. You're not here to hear Endless human opinions. You're here to learn about the arcane, right? Oh, that was the virgin fucking shuffle right there. I just popped the deck's cherry. Oh, then the whole deck just spilled out like a premature orgasm. And one card rose to the top. The Knight of Cups. That's me, man. I'm all the Cups cards. That's my astrological symbol, my birth symbol. Knight and King of Cups. Knight of Cups when I was a little younger. Now that I'm a little older, I'm more of a King of Cups. I can maintain my fire a little longer than a young knight. That was it, man. I stuck my dick in and just fucking 2 pumps and a squirt. I didn't even get 2 pumps. As soon as I stuck it in, I shot my load. Bummer. That's okay. That was my that was the maiden shuffle right there, guys. We're gonna go for number 2 right here. See if I can do a little better. They're very slippery. Very slippery. Again, that's printing quality issues. That's not indicative of the actual deck if you buy it, like in the Western world, where it's not just a bootlegged copy, right? Darkwood Tarot, guys. If you like that deck, then pick yourself up on. They're about anywhere from $20 to $30 US from US games. And if you're in England or in Europe, you're going to pay even more. You're probably going to pay like an equivalent amount in pounds, even though pounds are worth more. So you're thinking like $30 to $40 probably, pounds sterling, British notes. That was goddamn like silk. Very silky shuffle right there, guys. Very nice. I'm not going to molest these cards too much since they are a deck that's for lovers. So if you have a love question, let me know. Would you like me to draw a card for you? For you, dear lover. Let's see. Namira had a question. And I believe, Namira, if I can consult my notes right quick, I do believe you have been consulting about love. If my recollection is correct, Namira, Virgo, September, from the Netherlands. The very first card I ever drew for you was the 9 of Cups. I could do a whole reading, but Nihaland, last time you asked, last time you sought, I've got you there, and I've got you here. Yeah, so I've read for you 3 times. 21st of October was the last time we did tarot readings, in fact. It's good magic, man. I can appreciate it. Damn the vampires down in Judas Mill. Yeah, I'll do some readings, guys. If you guys are still out there and you guys like a tarot reading, or even if you'd like to join the show, let me drop the link. I don't know, sometimes some of y'all like to jump up on here with old Frank Monday and get busy. Click the link if you'd like to join me for some tarot readings. You could help me out with them or give me some feedback. In the meantime, I'm going to shuffle this deck properly and pray over it and burn some incense over it. And whilst I do that, I'm going to play another one of Dweller of the Dark's musical extravaganzas. And then as soon as that song finishes, I'll bring anybody that joins me up here on panel. And then we'll do some free tarot readings, guys. Free, gratis, pro bono. For all y'all good-looking, sexy people out in Happy Land. Damn the vampires of Judas Mill. I believe that's this one. If I'm wrong, though, man, I want to play the one I want to play. I'll boot it back up.
One in my heart, one in my soul still. Till the last stars decline, this vixen will take more than my wine. medicine they take never get their fill. In the night under the moon's cold glow, they weave spells and secrets that only shadows know. Devils down in Judas Mill won't ever break free from her thrill. Under skies so dark and wide, she'll haunt till the last star dies. Devils down in Judas Mill, one in my heart, one in my soul still, till the last stars decline. This vixen will take more than my wine.
All right. Damned now, down in Judas Mill. Yeah, it's good magic. Yeah, so I popped the link in there, guys. Make sure y'all good-looking, sexy people. Yeah. Make sure you chime in if you've got time. If not, you know, we'll get into that poetry by Lovecraft here in just a momente. I dropped that song a bit earlier than I wanted, though, man. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. So give me just a second, guys. Give me a second. A little second. See what's going on here. Why is my situation malfunctioning? Kind of weird.
From my younger years when all was gold, from misty days which now seem unreal, I remember the grey room in the wood, between the pillar and the pyramid it shaped thee. Always a memory blazing red hot in the grave, always a recollection burning the mists away, as a dream fading in the afternoon sun, when you and I loved under the rune stone as one. It moves so just race it away. We ran from love, even in the terror of the unknown. What was so dire that we would not use the
All right, good magic. Yeah, let's get ready for it. We're going to do a card for Namira. She's asking about Alexander. Let's find out a little more, all right? Wish that camera wouldn't go in the wrong direction. It is the 29th of October here in Old Peking. And we're going to look into it here. Throw on a little background music, so that you're not entirely bored to death when I take a breath, all right? There it is there. I think I'll drop that banner too, guys. Banners, media assets. Lots of organized behind the scenes here. Frank Monday coming at you, doing it all on his own, all right? There's there. Good magic. Yeah. So I'll do a bit of a shuffle for you, Namira. Concentrating on Alexander. Ooh, wow. So the first thing that happened is when I went for that cut, a couple of cards popped out. And you've got to recognize that, you know, when that happens. Have a deeper look, pay attention. Looks like we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles paired up. And so this representing the feminine energy of the thing, which absolutely the Nine of Pentacles is a feminine card, a card of attainment and achievement, but a sense of ennui. And it's related directly somehow to the first card of the initiate, right? The Ace of Pentacles, the Earth Pentacle. I'll show you one of the pentacles I've made real quick right off of my altar. Kind of a big deal. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm kind of revealing unseen magic to you guys, something that usually is kept under wraps and the profane are not allowed to view. But you, beloved, you know, you've seized this opportunity to be here with me, Frank Monday, and I will reveal to you one of the pentacles I made. This one has a specific purpose, and I can't show you the reverse of it because it has a spell, but I can show you the edges painted in gold. And I make these. I make a lot of pentacles. I got a lot of different ones. Most of them are put away. I've got this one out in particular for a particular purpose. And I thought I would show it to you because it might have the same effect on you that I'm using it for, right? Sometimes when you study a symbol or a pentacle of such a nature, it can have a subconscious effect on you. Even unbeknownst to yourself, in fact. And especially if I showed you the runation on the back, but I'm not going to. So there you have it. Kind of a treat. Kind of a treat. Yeah, you might, if you are a magician or a practitioner of the true way of the order of the Christ, the Christos, the Christed ones, then you might find some life. So I'll use the Nine of Pentacles as your significator, Namira, as we dig a little deeper. If you want a spiritual counseling session, or you'd like me to do a spell for you, I may in fact craft a pentacle just for that specific purpose as I invoke upon the altar. Depends on, you know, each and every wayfarer's level of involvement. I've been known to craft candles and sigils and pentacles, even a dagger if need be, or a wand. Whatever it is you might be interested in, your wish is my command, saith the genie. I'll go with a single silky luxuriant shuffle, and then I'm going to go with a Yud He Vahe division. Yod He Vav Hey Ani Ahava, and then I will check limbo, the deck left over, and if your card appears in limbo, I will not be able to read for you tonight beyond what we've already seen. All right, but no, your card is not in limbo, so it's in one of the 4 elements. We'll see in which element it appears. I'll start with fire. Looking through fire, we're looking for the 9 of Pentacles. And there it is. There it is there. So you are once again, I believe last time I read for you, you were also in your passions, right? The lust for life, the enthusiasm. I'll put the rest to the side and show you what's going on in this. So let's figure it out together. We'll start off right off the top is the World card. So everything should be within your grasp and all things coming to fruition and awarded to you, right? So there's no worries there. However, there has been some bad news via way of communications recently that has thrown you into a bit of a tailspin. And since it is a 9, we'll see how many 9s we got, all right? Or how many swords line up on our 9s, which are attainment and fulfillment. So things should be coming to fruition. There's a bit of that intuitive, dynamic Holy Spirit energy penetrating in as you move forward. Once again, the recollections and contemplations of memories that please. There is your suitor has arrived, but what's going on with your suitor? Bringing forth a little bit of confusion and disinterest. Your 9 coming up with those 2 between it. Let's go a little further. We've got another 9, so 3 9s total in this cut. If there's a 4th 9, then we really see the finalization of something. There is not, though. That's okay. Let's count up our swords as well. 1, 2. Only 2 swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pentacles. This matter seems to be firmly rooted in the financial aspects of this situation. Wow. Yeah, a lot of people playing in via the money idea. There's a couple other women involved as well. And other than that, we're looking good. Yeah, we're looking good. So to answer the question in a more direct way, and back to the original question, why does Alexander keep appearing in your energy? Well, there's some sort of financial incentive or concerned with some sort of financial link. It's not absolutely clear to me what that is, but it does seem that there's some sort of debt owed in one direction or the other. And there are a lot of higher powers and other interested parties in seeing this brought to resolution. However, at this time, 3 9s total, out of only 4, so 3/4 are pointing towards taking action and bringing about the final resolution of this situation. So either go one way or the other. We did also have both the Death and the Two of Swords in here, which would show that need to cut off and bring about resolution and make a decision, as well as our court cards. Other than our significator, there were 3 other people involved: a King of Swords, a Page of Pentacles, which could either be male or female, and then the Queen of Wands. So very interesting. I'm not endeavoring to dig any deeper into this, but that should give you an overview of what's going on at this time. There's always an opportunity to dig deeper, Wayfarer. Always an opportunity. But we shall thank the cards. Thank you unto thee who art a Tahuti, even unto Tahuti in thy grace and divine wisdom, who travelest over the heavens and the prow in your beauty. Thank you for this wisdom from the tarot. Blessings. So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Amen. Yeah, cleanse the palate, as it were. Good stuff, man. I like these cards. I like them. They're kind of right up my alley. I mean, it's like they pulled them out of my own mind. Other than the overtly lesbian theme throughout the entire thing. And maybe I got a little bit of a lesbian inside me too, right? Everyone's got a little bit of a little girl inside them. Even the most masculine man. So maybe that kind of speaks to my heart in some way. Ooh, I just noticed the Six of Wands. That's the one that fell out of the deck for me as I was shuffling and contemplating. And I kind of really like it. It's almost a dark, shadowy wood scene with one figure, that main rider, receiving the laurels, right? The victory march and the parade being accentuated, juxtaposed against the backdrop, and the other figures on horseback as well. And is that let me get these glasses on, guys. Yes, this rider, not only is it all ladies, but the central rider, very demure, very feline and attractive, but she is in fact riding a lover on the back of her horse, right? So yeah, if that wasn't an overt shout out to the lesbian couple that made this, I would be surprised. If I thought that I was erred in the nature of the 2 ladies that crafted this deck, I would be inclined to quit any type of intuitive or psychic or prophetic endeavors ever again. I mean, it seems pretty overt to me, but what are you gonna do? Oh, interesting. Well, you are not a fire sign, Mira. So there, yeah, we'll see if there is. You're an earth sign. So that Queen of Wands showing up is no errant thing. I could ask a little more about what the Queen of Wands is representing in this situation, if you want. But there's one there, whether we like it or not, right? And that's just the facts of the tarot. The tarot is unerringly accurate, especially in the hands of a trained practitioner and a wizard. There's some folly occurring. It came right at the end, though, of that packet, so it may be something that's either now or in the immediate future. So it wasn't foundational to the situation, you know. It's kind of flighty appearing there at the end, but it appeared nonetheless. Yeah, there may be some trickery afoot, but I won't inquire into it, not at this time. We could save it for an off-camera session if you like. And my pleasure. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Beloved, thank you for the opportunity. Is Set still here? Looks like Set might have wandered off. I appreciate you being here, though, everyone. Make sure you do hit the like button, guys. If it's not too much trouble. I think I'm the first one to hit it right there, right now. Let me check. Let me check the feedback loop one time. Let me see here how this thing works. Oh no, it looks like a number of folks have hit the like button, so thank you for that. I certainly do appreciate that. That puts the lead in my step. If it's your first time, don't let it be your last time. Frank Monday broadcasting to you from the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, Twilight Zone, Old Peking, once again, like Finnegan. So if you have a yen to expand your ken, then let's get zen together, Wayfarer, you and me. Yes, indeed. Very good. Very good indeed. I promised you all that I wanted to read a bit of poetry from Lovecraft. And I think with no further ado, that's what I'm going to jump over to. So if you guys don't mind me doing so in the spirit of Halloween and as a bit of homage to the Halloween spirit, I will read Halloween in a Suburb and H.P. Lovecraft's beloved magnum opus of poetry, which is Nemesis. Lovecraft, Halloween in a Suburb. Let's see how it goes here. Yeah, there it is there. I'll pull you along with the text as well from hplovecraft.com. Let me throw it up here on the screen, everyone. How do I do this? Yes, indeed, I've done this once before. There it is there. That should work. Add it to the stage one time. Throw myself down in the corner. We should be good to go. Halloween in a Suburb by H.P. Lovecraft in the spirit of Halloween, everyone. I think, give me just a second. I think I'm going to need to turn down that background music. That sounds like it's a little bit louder than I would have wanted it. That's okay. It is what it is. You can see your guys' comments here, and you can see the tunneling effect of the dark mirror, the way it gets to you over the Ethernet and on the feedback loop. Halloween in a Suburb by H.P. Lovecraft. The steeples are white in the wild moonlight, and the trees have a silver glare. Past the chimneys high see the vampires fly, and the harpies of upper air that flutter and laugh and stare. For the village dead, the moon outspread, never shone in the sunset's gleam, but grew out of the deep that the dead years keep, where the rivers of madness stream down the gulfs to the pit of a dream. A chill wind weaves through the rows of sheaves in the meadows that shimmer pale, and comes to twine where the headstones shine, and the ghouls of the churchyard wail for harvests that fly and fail. Not a breath of the strange grey gods of change that tore from the past its own can quicken this hour with a spectral power, spreads sleep o'er the cosmic throne, and looses the vast unknown. So here again stretch the vale and plain that moons long forgotten saw, and the dead leap gay in the pallid ray, sprung out of the tomb's black maw, to shake all the world with awe. And all that the morn shall greet forlorn, the ugliness and the pest of rose where thick rise the stones and brick, shall someday be with the rest, and brood with the shades unblessed. Then wild in the dark let the lemurs bark, and the leprous spires ascend, for new and old alike in the fold of horror and death are penned, for the hounds of time to rend. Happy Halloween, ghouls and ghasts, by H.P. Lovecraft. Halloween in a Suburb. Yeah, there it is there. Good magic, man. I hope you appreciated that. That was my theatrical rendition of Lovecraft's Halloween in the Suburb. Very good. One of my favorites. Try to read it every Halloween. If not to you, then to myself. Good magic. I like it. I appreciate it. Some people, you know, they think that Halloween's kind of it is what it is, right? They have an opinion about it, but it's Samhain. It's the close of the harvest season. It's right before winter begins. It's the end of autumn. It's a sacred holiday to the pagans, the Celts, the Germans. It's a beloved holiday, man. A lot of people in my life have died. Since COVID, I've lost 5 of my closest family members. And the Day of the Dead's a sacred thing for me, man. It's really, really important for me to remember those beloved souls that have gone beyond the veil, and to burn some incense for them, and have a beer for those who have gone. I'd play Maroon 5's song Memories, one of my favorites. Really, really good song for those who passed, right? And but you can't, because you get a copyright strike. They'll vilify your video if you do that. Nimira, good magic, good looking out. Wishing you a happy Halloween as well. I believe there will. That all things come to an end, right? All things come to resolution at some point, whether for good or bad, whether we like it or not. So there's not a lot we can do about that, right? Just roll with the punches. Don't push and pull at the gates of life. Try to take what's given to you and make the best of it, right? Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Life gives you cherry, make some fucking dank ass cherry wine. Make whatever it is you want to make out of life, no matter what comes your way. After that reading, guys, I need to rest my Vocella chords, the old harmony box. And in order to do that right, I'm going to play another Dweller of the Dark, take myself a 2 to 3 minute break, and then come right back at you with H.P. Lovecraft's magnum opus poem, Nemesis. Really good one. So stick around for it, guys. Stick around, and while you're at it, check me out at www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Pull something in the chip jar. Get it done. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Make you feel good. Make everybody feel good. Give a little.
My lover long gone through death's door. Swamp whispers of things before. Darkness takes what light restores. Demon cats stalk and play in the swampland. Shadows dance, love turns to sand. My lover I know fell at their call. which fire burns on Belarus shores.
Yeah, it's good magic. I can appreciate it. I hope you can too. Yes, much love to you, Namira. Good looking out. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to finish tonight's show, guys. We're pushing into 2 hours with a reading of Lovecraft's Nemesis. And then I will wish all of you a happy Halloween. With no further ado, let's get into it. Really good magic, man. This is one of my favorite, absolutely favorite poems. Nemesis by Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Through the ghoul-guarded gateways of slumber, past the wane-mooned abysses of night, I have lived over my lives without number. I have sounded all things with my sight, and I shriek and struggle ere the day break, being driven to madness with fright. I have whirled with the earth at the dawning, when the sky was a vaporous flame. I have seen the dark universe yawning, where the black planets roll without aim, where they roll in their horror unheeded, without knowledge or luster or name. I had drifted o'er seas without ending, under sinister gray clouded skies, that the many-forked lightning is rending, that resound with hysterical cries, with the moans of invisible daemons that out of the green waters rise. I have plunged like a deer through the arches of the hoary primordial grove, where the oaks feel the presence that marches and stalks on where no spirit dares rove. And I flee from a thing that surround me and leers through dead branches above. I've stumbled by cave-ridden mountains that rise barren and beak from the plain. I have drunk of the fog-fetid fountains that ooze down to the marsh and the main. And in hot cursed tarns I have seen things I care not to gaze on again. I've scanned the vast ivy-clad palace. I have trod its untenanted halls, where the moon writhing up from the valleys shows the tapestried things on the walls, strange figures discordantly woven, which I cannot endure to recall. I've peered from the casement in wonder at the moldering meadows around, and at the many-roofed village laid under the curse of a gravel-girded ground. And from the rows of white urn cavern marvel, I listened intently for sound. I have haunted the tombs of the ages. I have flown on the pinions of fear, where the smoke-belching Erebus rages, where the jokels loom snow-clad and drear, and in realms where the sun of the desert consumes what it never can cheer. I was old when the pharaohs first mounted the jeweled deck throne by the Nile. I was old in those epochs uncounted when I only was vile, and man, yet untainted and happy, dwelt in bliss on the far Arctic isle. Oh, great was the sin of my spirit, and great is the reach of its doom. Not the pity of heaven can cheer it, nor can respite be found in the tomb. Down the infinite aeons come beating the wings of unmerciful gloom. Through the ghoul-guarded gateways of slumber, past the wan-mooned abysses of night, I have lived over my lives without number, and have sounded all things with my sight. And I struggle and shriek ere the daybreak, being driven to madness with fright. Happy Halloween, wayfarer, wanderer, wizard, warrior, and wildcat alike, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you are receiving this transmission. That was Howard Philip Lovecraft's beloved Nemesis. Hope you enjoyed it, Wayfarer. I enjoyed reading it. I enjoy reading it every time I read it. It's just one of those wonderful pieces of poetry that you either like it or you don't. We do have some visitors out in the chitter chatter box. So if you are in the chit chat box, make sure you're keeping it squeaky clean with Wishy Washy dish soap. You can pick up the 5-pound box at Thompson's 5 and Dime. You get a 20% discount over at buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Pull a something in the tip jar and you will get sent directly to your inbox a 20% discount coupon off the 5-pound box of Wishy Washy dish soap. It comes with a complimentary Wishy Washy washcloth. So you are to go over there to Buy Me a Coffee and pick up a box of Wishy Washy for yourself or a friend. Buy one for your neighbor. Everybody likes a good neighbor. Wouldn't you like to be my neighbor too? Yeah, so there it is there. Yeah, well, you're going to have that set. I can appreciate that, and I can appreciate why you feel that way. Blessings to you. The dead are among us. My earthly father, when did he pass away? He passed away right after Halloween as well, like right on Guy Fawkes Day, in fact. 11/7. No, Guy Fawkes Day is 11/5. My old man passed away on 11/7. So about a week after Halloween. You know, I feel for you. We all lose some of those beloved that are closest to us. Yeah, you don't have to celebrate Halloween. I'm not going to come over and tell you how to suck dicks, right? You celebrate your own holidays. You celebrate whatever you like and whatever puts the lead in your pencil. I certainly am celebrating Halloween the entire month of October. I always do. I celebrate Halloween all October. I celebrate Thanksgiving all November. And I celebrate Christmas all of December. And those are pretty much my 3 big holidays. And they're the 3 months of the year where I do most of my celebrating, in fact. So I got 3 months of ritual work to do and celebrations. In fact, I call it the 100-Day Challenge, right? Jump on board. The 100-Day Challenge. It's Frank Monday's FM radio, Lunar Light Entertainment, patented, copyrighted, trademarked method to get at the goods. So, as the Grand Wizard of the Esoteric Order of Dagon, self-appointed, I can assure you that the 100-Day Challenge is legit. You could challenge yourself to hit the like button and then put a little something in the tip jar. That certainly would not take the jelly out of my donut, Wayfarer. I think y'all good-looking, sexy people know what's up, though. Y'all good-looking, sexy people out there getting busy, getting shit done. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Light-hearted Chipmunk just woke up. Good to see you, light-hearted Chipmunk. I hope you are having a wonderful day, beloved morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever the energy may find you. I dropped the link once, guys, but we're in the second hour, and I've been talking pretty much the whole time with just some brief intermissions for music, and then I read poetry. So about 2 hours is all I'm fit for. If nobody wants to jump up here and get a little pithy banter on back and forth, in spiritual inquiry for about 30 minutes to an hour, then I'm just going to roll into the abodes of the future, man, and do my own celebrating here behind the scenes and let my voice rest. So I'll queue up one final video transmission. Let me see. I got something short here, not a musical one this time. Maybe a quick prayer or other type of invocation. And then we'll get it done, man. We'll get ready for bed. If not, it is what it is. I'm not gonna pull your leg or twist your arm or suck your dick. Ain't what I do, man. Ain't no motherfucking way. Let's see, what is this? Oh, interesting. Let's give it a try. Guess I gotta click on it to make it work.
My memories are very confused. There is even much doubt as to where they begin, for at times I feel appalling vistas of years stretching behind me, while at other times it seems as if the present moment were an isolated point in a gray, formless infinity. I am not even certain how I am communicating this message. While I know I am speaking, I have a vague impression that some strange and perhaps terrible mediation will be needed to bear what I say to the points where I wish to be heard. My identity, too, is bewilderingly cloudy. I seem to have suffered a great shock, perhaps from some utterly monstrous outgrowth of my cycles of unique, incredible experience. These cycles of experience, of course, all stem from that worm-riddled book. I remember when I found it, in a dimly lighted place near the black, oily river where the mists always swirl. That place was very old, and the ceiling-high shelves full of rotting volumes reached back endlessly through windowless inner rooms and alcoves. There were, besides, great formless heaps of books on the floor and in crude bins, and it was in one of these heaps that I found the thing. I never learned its title, for the early pages were missing, but it fell open toward the end and gave me a glimpse of something which sent my senses reeling. There was a formula, a sort of list of things to say and do, which I recognized as something black and forbidden, something which I had read of before in furtive paragraphs of mixed abhorrence and fascination penned by those strange ancient delvers into the universe's guarded secrets whose decaying texts I love to absorb. It was a key, a guide, to certain gateways and transitions of which mystics have dreamed and whispered since the race was young, and which lead to freedoms and discoveries beyond the 3 dimensions and realms of life and matter that we know. Not for centuries had any man recalled its vital substance or known where to find it, but this book was very old indeed. No printing press, but the hand of some half-crazed monk had traced these ominous Latin phrases in uncials of awesome antiquity. I remember how the old man leered and tittered, and made a curious sign with his hand when I bore it away. He had refused to take pay for it, and only long afterwards did I guess why. As I hurried home through those narrow, winding, mist-cloaked waterfront streets, I had a frightful impression of being stealthily followed by softly padding feet. The centuried, tottering houses on both sides seemed alive with a fresh and morbid malignity, as if some hitherto closed channel of evil understanding had abruptly been opened. I felt that those walls and overhanging gables of mildewed brick and fungoid plaster and timber, with eye-like diamond-paned windows that leered, could hardly desist from advancing and crushing me. Yet I had read only the least fragment of that blasphemous room before closing the book and bringing it away. I remember how I read the book at last, white-faced and locked in the attic room that I had long devoted to strange searchings. The great house was very still, for I had not gone up till after midnight. I think I had a family then, though the details are very uncertain, and I know there were many servants. Just what the year was, I cannot say, for since then I have known many ages and dimensions, and have had all my notions of time dissolved and refashioned. It was by the light of candles that I read. I recall the relentless dripping of the wax, and there were chimes that came every now and then from distant belfries. I seemed to keep track of those chimes with a peculiar intentness, as if I feared to hear some very remote, intruding note among them. Then came the first scratching and fumbling at the dormer window that looked out high above the other roofs of the city. It came as I droned aloud the 9th verse of that primal lay, and I knew amidst my shudders what it meant. For he who passes the gateways always wins a shadow, and never again can he be alone. I had evoked, and the book was indeed all I had suspected.
All right, that's good stuff, man. I like that a lot. That's good Lovecraftian magic going on there. So I will finish us off for tonight's transmission, everyone, with the invocation of total integration. And then I'm going to head off into the abodes of the future. I love y'all, good looking, sexy people, for showing up. Let's go ahead and get into it. Invocation of total integration. Here it is here. Heaven and earth are the spontaneous manifestations of the subtle, wondrous, universal law. By the original oneness expresses itself, distinguishing into gross and subtle energies. The powerful spirits of the 8 directions conjoin our being with the true origin of life. By the absolute order of the divine Ling Bao in the highest 9th heaven, send the positive energies of Qianlo, Dana, Duncan, and Taishuan excuse me, to destroy our spiritual obstacles and debilitate any evil influence. This order is given by the highest sovereignty. It is a jade oracle from the subtle origin. I invoke with strong sincerity to drive away the demons and evils and lengthen my healthy years. The attained spirits respond. The evil demon king Mo Wang is chained to stand as my God and servant. The powerful atmosphere has been generated, dispersing all negativity and endless human opinion. The Chi of Tao is everlasting. So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Amen. With that, Wayfarer, I will only wish you a happy Halloween. I hope you have a good one, and an All Saints Day the following day. And then we'll be getting ready for the remember the 5th of November. Yeah, so it'll be good magic. Hit the like button. Do all that happy horseshit that makes YouTube's algorithms bark like Pavlov's dog. Check me out at buymeacoffee.com. And yeah, with no further ado, carpe diem. Get out there and seize the motherfucking day. We do have a little something. Yes, thank you to you. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, sub up, man. Check back often. I haven't been able to stream a lot recently because I'm busy with work, but I love getting on here and I love chatting with people. And if you ever want to panel up and have a one-on-one conversation and get into some good magic, then I'm here for you, beloved. I'm here for all of you. Once again, like Finnegan, broadcasting to you from the Twilight Zone Old Peking, Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, far behind the bamboo firewall, wishing you Shabbat Shalom. And yeah, definitely check out the Wishy Washy Dish Soap Factory. I am the proprietor, CEO, owner, CFO. I'm all that happy horseshit of Lunar Light Entertainment. Until next time, Wayfarer, just keep doing good magic, man. And I will see you in the abodes of the future. Much love, because love is the law. Love under will. And do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law.